Hey TCKs and non-TCKs. Well, today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's a little bit more vlog style. And the reason why I wanted to share this is because I had the opportunity to Skype into a university linguistics class in Sweden and interact with the students speaking Solomon Islands Pidgin. It's significant to me because I felt like my TCK upbringing was sort of validated. I've had this weird TCK shame where, you know, I grew up speaking a very, very minority language that didn't really aid me in high school. You know, everyone else, all my other TCK friends could speak, you know, a form of Spanish or a form of French, and they were able to take French and Spanish in high school, whereas for me it was like, oh, yeah, no Solomon Islands Pidgin class for me. So for me to be able to have this experience with this class, it really validated me, and it was so positive, not only for me, but you know, the feedback that I got from them afterwards. It was just, yeah, I think a good all-around experience for everyone involved. And so I just wanted to share that. It's my camera died halfway through the video, so you'll see it switch from this camera to my camera on the computer. But I hope you enjoy it, and again, thank you so much to the class. I think you guys did a really good job. Your interactions were great. I was really impressed with how quickly you picked up the language and that you were able to understand me, and it was just really fun. So thank you for sharing that time with me. Caveat, because of privacy, you're only gonna see my side of the conversation. Yes, there were other people on the other side, but it will be sort of one-sided. But I still wanted to give you guys kind of the experience that I had. So again, I hope you enjoy. So yeah, just got an email from him. His students are on their halftime break, and we're gonna resume at 15:15. It's 8 a.m. here, so in Sweden that makes it 3 p.m. there. I can international time, totes. And so, yeah, about to get the ball rolling on this. He got the email that I sent him, so that's good. I wasn't sure if he would have time to check his email. I know I sent it off pretty late. But, yeah. And while we're on the topic of accents, mine will flip-flop depending on who I'm around. And people will be like, oh, what are, like, multiple personality? And I'm like, no, it's called an international accent. It's called being a third culture kid. Well, it is about time. We'll be Skyping in soon. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I haven't really done this before, so we'll see how it goes. Maintenance is outside and they're running the weed whipper. I don't know what they're doing. So I hope that's not going to interfere too much with the Skype call, but I'm looking forward to this. It's ironic considering that I had just done a video on, like, oh, you want me to say something Solomon Islands Pidgin? Here you go, let me say it. So, yeah, that's a little bit funny to me, but whatever. It's going to be a good time. I know that for sure. I'm feeling good about it. I sort of wrote down a little bit of a script with some, like, statements or sentences that I'm going to be saying, and then I put like a rough, loose translation down underneath just to sort of give him an idea of where the conversation's sort of supposed to go. I don't know. Just like foundational, and then just wing it after that. So yeah, no, it's such a good opportunity. I'm really, really happy for this, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, so a little bit of background on this. I was contacted by a friend that I'd grown up with in Solomon Islands, and she was saying that, oh, there's a linguist professor at a university in Sweden who would like to have a Pidgin speaker to sort of introduce his class to what a Pidgin or Creole sounds like. Long story short, we connected, we had a Skype conversation, and we sort of talked about what his goals were for his class and how he could utilize my skills, I guess my language speaking, to help him out. And so today is the day, and I'm looking forward to it. Something different. I've done translation work in the past with, not just my parents, but also with this family friend. And so I've done translation work. when I was younger, I was out in a village and there was a guest speaker who only spoke English. And because we were in a very rural village, English was hardly ever spoken, and even with Pidgin, it wasn't as common for the people. So I was able to translate what that speaker was saying on the spot into Pidgin for the people in the village, and that was another really interesting experience. It was good though. I really enjoy being able to utilize what I've learned, and for me it's kind of cool because Solomon Islands Pidgin is such a minority language that not a lot of people speak it, versus say French Pidgin or French in general, or Spanish Pidgin, Spanish in general. There are a lot of speakers of those languages, so having a minority language is not necessarily, I guess, useful in like a huge career kind of way. I'm not sure. Like, I've always felt, I don't want to use the word belittled, but I've always felt as though my TCK-ness was never really useful in some ways. Like my friends from Africa, they could speak like French Pidgin, and as such they were familiar with French. So in high school they were able to take French classes and excel at that. And then I was like, yeah, they don't really have like a class for Solomon Islands Pidgin because I'm like the only person in this school that can speak it other than my sister. And so it feels good to see my bilingual side coming into play in a way that is, useful outside of just sort of my circle of people that I know. Yeah, I know it's almost a validating sort of feeling, which is dumb. I shouldn't feel, the way I do, but just to be completely honest, yeah, I think it's gonna be like around 8:15 that he's making the call, so just waiting for him to wrap up whatever he's got in his class, and then we'll start. See, that's an issue when you have different accents that pop in at different times. You're like, I'm gonna say a word, and then your brain is like, oh, I don't know what accent I'm gonna say. Accent. Hashtag problems of a TCK. Different accents coming out, like, it doesn't have to be every other sentence or even every other word. It can be every other syllable that the accent pops out at. Ugh. So yeah, just got an email from him. His students are on their halftime break, and we're gonna resume at 15:15. It's 8 a.m. here, so in Sweden that makes it 3 p.m. there. I can international time, totes. And so yeah, about to get the ball rolling on this. He got the email that I sent him, so that's good. I wasn't sure if he would have time to check his email. I know I sent it off pretty late, but yeah. And while we're on the topic of accents, mine will flip-flop depending on who I'm around, and people will be like, oh, what are, like, multiple personality? And I'm like, no, it's called an international accent. It's called being a third culture kid. Hey, good afternoon, Liu. Yeah, me stop right no more. Sisindan la house no more this time. Oh, yesterday me to flaganga blo me flag everyone, me flag go walk about the town, stroll a little bit, sightsee, story no more. Ba me flag everyone, ba me flag need him na, all get a book a block class. Then too, ba me flag need for holem come to now all get the notes ba me flag take him, ta me flag inside the class. Yeah, but I think time kasim lunch, ba me flag lebe go take himself la biscuit, if no more some flag tuna more for kakai. How na lo all get find him for get hair him this pigeon for him easy little bit, or all get a little bit struggle for hair save lo totoglumi. Then Capitol blo Solomon Islands hemi honyara. So start come lo 2001 me fla move go me fla stay lo honyara. Me this time me waka full time, but me go ahead for take him some fla class lo side lo international affairs. Ask him right no more. I'm good enough for you me story for you fella little bit hair savana lo talk to me fella lo Solomon Islands. By you study with him any friend below you, or by you study Seleva? So Rena, you not got him any friend? Vai story behind. Thank you na.
Okay. Look him you. Yeah. Look at Look him you.
Hey TCKs, it's a big little world out there. Let's make it smaller. I know where you've been, where you are, where you going. You're the reason I believe in life. What's there that little light? I shine a little light. Oh, it can be hard. It can be so hard. But you gotta live right now. I got everything, yeah, right now.